want. The volume, which is can be accessed through the volume rockers right here. But you can choose your system volume here, your alarm volume, and for most of you people, if you're up for your jobs, I suggest turning this up very loud. That is very annoying. Your media volume can be adjusted. Your ringtone volume can be controlled by your volume rocker. Audible touch tones, which plays tones when using dial pad. Of course, everyone loves to have that. Audible selection plays sound when making screen selections. I don't like that because it gets very annoying. Screen lock sounds, yes, that's pretty cool, but the thing is, it's very low volume, so you really don't hear it, so turn it on, turn it off, your choice. Next, we're going to jump into display. This is where you can adjust your display brightness. You have the choice for auto-rotating screen. Your animations, all animations. If you want to save your power, turn on no animations, but I'm going to leave it on all. Screen timeout. This is an area where if you want to have your phone shut off the screen by itself, you can choose from 15 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minute, 10, 30, up, basically. Or you can have never timeout, which means you have to shut it off by yourself. Maybe. And then you have your brightness. This is where you can choose automatic brightness, which is best to have enabled. It uses the ambient light sensor up here to determine how bright the screen should go. If you want to do this automatically, just tap that off and you can adjust it here, as you can see the slider. I normally leave that on. If you want to save your battery, I'd turn it off and set it to a predefined level. Your notification LED light. This is to notify you of different notifications. It'll blink up in this corner up here. I don't know if I can get it to do it, but that's turn it on and off here, basically. Maybe. Next up is data manager. This tells you, basically, it can control how much data you want to use. You can choose if you want to roam or not roaming outside the U.S., and normally in other areas it's going to cost you some money, so I leave this off unless you're going outside of the U.S. and going to maybe Mexico or out of the country somewhere. You can go to email and corporate sync, which connects to your work email, which is pretty neat. Social applications, what kind of specifies like Facebook, MySpace, Twitter. For other things, I'll jump into that. Now this is actually pretty interesting. This will only allow these to sync over Wi-Fi. This is a good thing to save your data. So if you connect to a Wi-Fi network, it'll only sync automatically when you're connected to that Wi-Fi network, not over your internet connection, so it doesn't waste your data. I also recommend getting a 4 GB plus tethering plan. It is $45 a month. And of course, there's unlimited data plans. That really sucks. But AT&T, I heard, will be bringing those back sometime in the near 10 years, maybe. I don't know. Next, I'm going to go to location and security here. Here's your options. Use wireless networks. So this tells you if you want to use your 4G network, whatever this is, 4G network, I guess. And you can turn that off if you want to save your power. GPS satellites. Now, if you turn this off, you will still be able to get location, but it will use network triangulation instead of the GPS satellites. So, in that case, your location will not be as accurate, but it will still determine your location and use less power. Next thing is calibrating your compass. You want to do this for your first time use. So we're going to click to calibrate. And I want you to move your phone in all angles here. So we will do that until it turns green. Is when it's done. Tilt the phone like that, like that, like that. That's in a red, that's not right. Apparently this phone doesn't like me. You're supposed to do this a few times until you get the green arrow. Once you do, it's not cooperating with me, I can see. There we are. Calibration is complete. You just click to quit. And that way if you use your compass app, or compass on your maps, you have very accurate readings, of course. Now this is where we go into the fingerprint, biometric finger scanner, change screen lock. Okay, so now I'll have to slide my fingerprint like this here. And there we go. So we can do a pin. You can choose a pin if you would like. I'm going to do demonstration purposes 1930. Continue. Have to confirm it again. So now you have a pin set up. But you have to have a pin set up with the fingerprint in case if something happens to your finger scanner and you can't get into your device. Now next we're going to go to is another cool option here. I have to confirm my pin, of course. I don't know why it's doing that to me. We want to go to a fingerprint. Yes. Okay, so here's where it comes tricky. You have to do this in the middle of the scanner right here, and you have to hold your device like this here and slide downwards like this. And it'll tell you it did not verify. So you need to try this. Okay. So now we'll go to that. Well, actually, it didn't work out very well. Okay. So out of that area, we're going to go to your accounts next. I'm going to answer that. I'm sorry for the Fusion. Okay, so this lists your accounts so that you have registered on your phone. Of course, you have to have your Motorola Blur account. That's required to set it up, not directly, but you should do it. I hate when people interrupt my videos. Next up is your WhitakerRust45 at yahoo.com. We have your Facebook here. We have your Yahoo Mail, which is mine, and then your Google account. This is required to get into your market or to sync your data automatically, your phone numbers, and etc. Next, we have applications. Just kind of specified, nothing real big. Development options. You have USB debugging mode, which if you're going to root your phone, that will become very important to you. Manage applications. This is where you can remove. My cousin Chad that we do all the videos with at the mall. I'll get back to him, but we have your application. That's basically all there. Your battery manager. This is one you would like to look at probably the most. This is your battery. It actually goes in 5% intervals. It doesn't have 1%. As you can see, I found an application to do so on the phone. As you can see, I have 1% increments on there. If I can get it focused in, I cannot. So never mind. Battery mode. We can choose different modes here. Okay, Chad's being funny with me, but we have maximum battery saver here. This is a saver. This really helps out a lot. If you want to have some performance, man, just kick it in performance mode. It will sync without restrictions whenever it wants to by itself. Nighttime saver. This is basically for normal use here. This will kind of go normal operation during the day and battery saving at night. So it kind of looks at the time, and whenever you shut your phone off for charging, okay, it saves your battery. You can also choose a custom battery saver, and this is a little more advanced. If you want to customize your own way of saving your power, go ahead. I normally leave it on maximum battery saver because I do have a lot of use of my device throughout the day. We're going to go down to privacy next. This is where you can say backup my data, automatic restore, factory data reset. If you want to clear everything, that's what you do. Okay. SD card and phone storage, nothing big there, so we're going to go through that. Language and keyboard, nothing big. Voice and what's same thing. Accessibility, well, that was the wrong button. Accessibility goes through power button ends call. You can also download screen readers like this here on the market. Date and time, automatic, which you probably would like to do. Not have to worry about entering it in. About phone gives you the basic information here. Your it'll give you system updates. You can check for system updates because to keep you guys informed that there will be an update for 2.3 Gingerbread coming very shortly to this device. Hopefully in the end of July or maybe in the upcoming months. Maybe. And that's basically all for your settings app. Okay, so everyone, so also, you're going to wonder where'd you get this wallpaper at? Well, we're going to show you here. This is the options button. You tap on this to get options for the screen. And if you want to get that wallpaper, you want to go to wallpapers here. I choose live wallpapers, of course. And this is called, that was the wrong one. Okay, see this thing is very sensitive, I noticed. This is called water. It's an autumn, like autumn leaves tumbling down. And it doesn't actually drain your battery. I've tested it. It only takes about 1 or 2 hours off your total life of your battery, which isn't too bad. So, of course, that's a very nice wallpaper. There's many other options you have here. I downloaded some here. Some of these you can get from the Android market, too. If you go on and type in live wallpapers, you can get your live wallpapers on the Android market as well. Next up, we're going to go to our music. So this is a music widget I put on here by myself. To get widgets, you would tap this here, and you would go to, I believe that's the wrong button. I'm sorry, actually holding the screen. Maybe. Apparently it's not working. You're holding the screen to get Motorola widgets, Android widgets, shortcuts, folders, and wallpapers. So you get your full options there for your widgets. And this is a music widget. I thought it was pretty interesting. So let's play some music here. Test the speaker quality next. Out of the phone. Let's go to some corn. Oh, what the heck. So the speaker quality, see, this is a very great speaker quality. Definitely good. I would have to say, in my experience, it sounds awesome. I'm going to fast forward. Yeah, it's very clear and high clarity sound, as you can see. The speaker comes out of here, and there's one on the top it comes out of. Yeah, there's a couple speakers in the back, I believe. And this is a great sounding phone, I'll tell you something right now. It is outstanding. It sounds very good with earbuds, too. Okay, so you also have the option to choose media and audio effects for your phone speaker. Now, I would recommend using balance. It kind of balances out everything, your bass, your treble. It kind of depends, bass punch, a little more bass amplification with, it's very accurate bass, in other words. Extreme bass, there's no distortion, People have said there's been distortion. Well, don't listen to them. There's no distortion on this phone. I've tested. There's